right, welcome back to Top 5 Vinyl, where we show love to vinyl owners. Today I'm here with Elise. How's it going, Elise?
It is going great. I'm so glad that y'all have me here.
Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Yes, I was recommended that I talk to you by Toya. Yes, you. And your co-host, JR, said that you need to also get down and share your top five vinyl records. So you were promoted twice.
I like it. Yeah,
So
community.
yeah. So thank you for responding when the call was sent out there.
I appreciate it.
Awesome, awesome. And also I'm understanding that you are a very talented person. I see a guitar behind you. I'm hearing that you're an author, host of an amazing show. Can you let the people know what you got going on and where they can find you?
Yes, there's a couple places you can find me anywhere on all platforms. It's naturally Elise. But you can find me at R&B Reps. That's the R&B Representers, which is a podcast that I host with JR. That's him right there,
Hmm.
and that's me. And we talk about albums and songs and eras, and we just have a lot of fun just really breaking down R&B history, R&B present, and we don't do the gossip and all that. We just talk about the music.
Right.
So it's a lot of fun. Me and Jay are very, very, very silly people,
Hmm.
but we serious about our R&B. So it's a good.
Yeah, I love it. I actually caught the interview episode you guys did with Latoya, and you guys are talking about Johnny Gill. That was a pretty good interview. Loved it. A lot of energy. You guys got good personality, and I recommend anybody watching this to check out you guys' page because I was impressed. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
I
of
appreciate
course.
that.
Of course. And before we officially get started, I want everybody to like the channel, subscribe, all that fun stuff you guys got to do in YouTube land out there. With that being said, let me ask you this.
Mhm.
How hard was it for you to narrow down five records to share today?
Torture, and I kind of sort of cheated slightly, but not really.
Wow.
It was
Okay. How
it
did
was
how could you kind of cheat? How's that possible?
you'll see.
Okay. 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 I'm interested. I'm
But,
intrigued.
but I stayed mostly on task. I
Okay.
tried to
Okay.
um be a good citizen, but it was very, very difficult. I went through stuff and I was like, oh no, because I want to talk about this. And
Right.
but I think I figured it. I think I rounded it out next time.
Okay. Yeah, and I see that amazing backdrop you got behind you. So it's not as though you have five records and you're just like, here's my five. It looks like you
Right.
had to put in some work. So yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
about 1,300.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Humble brag. Okay. All
Um,
right. So let me ask you this. Is there a record that you don't own that you want?
I want more James Brown records. I only have two James Brown records, and I want all of them.
Mm,
I'm a big James Brown fan, but a lot of those records in any kind of good condition are a little pricey. There's
mm,
not a lot of reissues out there of things, so um, definitely want some more James
mm,
in my collection.
Nice. Okay. Let's bring it back. Let's hit the rewind button. Do you remember the first vinyl record that you bought with your own money?
That's in my five.
Okay. Okay. That's cool. Okay. You'll have to remind me when we get there.
Oh, I
Uh,
will.
okay. Have you
I'll do
seen,
that one first, just to
just to put it out there? Okay.
yeah.
Have you seen any of your five perform live before?
Uh, two of them. Two
Hmm.
of them.
Okay. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. That's cool. Buying vinyl records, do you have a favorite record store to buy vinyl records from?
Yes, I have two record stores that are I live in Durham, North Carolina, and one is called Hunky Dory
Hmm.
and the other one is Carolina Soul, and those are
Hmm.
my two go-to places and
Okay. Okay.
they're very good.
Okay.
And
All right. And in any trip to any record store, what's the most amount of vinyl that you walked out with at one time?
about 20.
Ha! Okay.
But to be fair, um at the first spot I said hunky dory, they have a basement, and everything in the basement is $1.
Mm,
However, it is not organized. It
mm,
is nothing. You have to like truly dig. And it was like some DJ had just sold their collection to the store. And so it was all these random like 12 inches from the 90s.
mm,
And I was in heaven. So
mm,
that's how in my collection I ended up with a bunch of random, some of them like kind of obscure songs
mm.
from the 90s R&B.
That's cool. That makes a lot of sense. If you got to go through everything, it's not gonna be easy. So if you find it, you just gotta take it. I get it.
Yeah, and I found some gems in
Huh.
there
Yeah,
for $1.
that's crazy. Okay. All right, let's hit the super rewind button. Growing up, was there a record player in the house?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
My mom had the whole old school, whole stereo
Hmm.
components
Yeah.
in the case with the glass door,
Mm-hmm.
the magnet. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I got it.
Now, was that on or off limits? Could you touch it?
I was allowed to touch it because
Mm,
I don't know. My mom always knew early how much I love music and studying it because I would always had the records and reading the line of notes kind of deal,
mm,
even as a kid.
mm.
Um, and I was only child, so yeah, she let me dabble in the music a
Okay.
lot. So,
Okay. And what kind of stuff was mom listening to back then?
oh man, Earth, Wind and Fire, Stevie Wonder,
Mm,
um, all the '70s like funk, so like Cameo, Confunction,
mm,
Barcades, all that stuff.
mm,
Ohio Players.
mm,
Uh, there was a lot of Roy Ayers stuff and then all the '80s people. My mom loved Billy Ocean, so we had Billy Ocean and
mhm.
Nita Baker. Um, yeah, all those folks.
All
Like,
that good stuff. Okay.
and then my mom had a weird obsession about Al B. Sure, so I remember
Mm.
the Al B. Sure record.
That's funny. Okay. 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 All right. Elise. That's funny. All right. I'll be sure. I'll be sure. I'll be sure. Wow. Okay. All right. Anyway, Elise, this is top five vinyl. Can you share the number five, the fifth album that you have in front of you right now?
Okay. Minnie Riperton,
Mm,
Come to My Garden.
mm,
And this is the first record that I actually bought.
wow.
Yeah. And I bought it from overseas
Mm,
because my vinyl collection actually started because old DJ friend of mine, um, the college that I went to, the library had told them that they were getting rid of a bunch of vinyl that they had.
mm,
And he didn't need any more vinyl. He was trying to throw his stuff out.
mm.
And so he just brought them to me and he said, pick what you want
Huh.
and that's I'll take it away.
Wow.
And so that's how I got started with about 20, 30 records
Mm, mm.
from my alma mater's library.
That's pretty awesome. Okay.
So
On this album, favorite song?
yeah. Ooh, favorite song. Only When I'm Dreaming.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm,
It's just it's such an ethereal song. It sounds like it should be played in a movie
mm.
when people are like frolicking through the forest or something. Like
All right.
it's whimsical.
Okay.
It's
It's a great
beautiful chord.
word. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any artwork in the back of that? I think I saw just writing.
Yeah, just
Okay.
writing.
Okay. Okay.
hmm
That's a nice cover though. Nice front cover. Okay.
Oh yeah, I love it. But I love the sound of it. It's like classical and but like that feel of that wall of sound, but
Mm,
also kind of psychedelic all
mm,
together. So it's a very interesting, very unique album.
mm. And does it have a year in the back of that? What, do you know what year this came out? Out of curiosity,
70,
I'm trying to.
79 of them, sleeve. I mean, bleh, 69.
Okay. Okay.
hmm
Because the picture's very classic style photo. I was trying to see if I could figure out the year, but I was off. Okay. Okay.
hmm
All right,
Yeah,
cool.
it's by Charles Stepney. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So that's your number five. Let's go ahead and take a look at your number four.
Cy Smith,
Hmm.
sometimes a rose will grow in concrete.
Hmm.
Yes. And this is the bad.
Okay. Is this one of the
Um,
acts you've seen live?
yes. And I
Hmm.
actually have this signed. Um, I my people that know me will laugh. My friend of me, Mark, um, got this for me for my birthday a few years back. What
He
year
sounds
was
like an
it?
awful
No,
guy.
2018.
Okay.
2018. And my for was it my 40th? Well, no, 39th. And and he got it signed for me.
Hmm.
And then I got to see her live this last year, and I got another album of hers that I have signed
Hmm.
in person. So,
Wow.
um, yes,
That's pretty
it's
cool.
Cy Smith, one of my favorite vocalists.
Nice. Okay. Okay. So that's your number four.
Mhm.
Let's go ahead and take a look at your number three.
Oh, and my favorite song on it is Perspective, and it's the first track.
All right, cool.
I'll stay on.
Got it. You got it. Keep me straight. Okay, okay.
All right. Oh, next
What do
one.
we have next?
Which one I want to do? Next? We'll do this one next.
Mm. Okay.
Blonde, a seat
Okay.
at the table.
Nice. Okay. Is this
Yeah.
also an act that you saw live?
Oh shoot! Then I've seen three people live. Yes, I
Oh,
did.
wow. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
at Radio City Music Hall. I saw
Nice.
someone. It
Okay.
was wonderful. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yes.
So for this
But,
album, how did you acquire it, and is there a favorite song?
um, I I think I bought this at a record store
Hmm.
or either online. I can't remember. I think a record store.
Okay.
But this is one that I bought. And I actually have two other Solange records, but my favorite. See, this one is hard as a favorite because I love it so much as a body of work. But I guess if I had to call a favorite, I'd say probably For Us by Us,
Hmm.
or maybe Cranes in the Sky.
And too many to choose from. I get it.
But there's not like I. This is an album where I literally love every single song.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
yeah.
Cool. Nice. Okay. So that's your number three. Let's go ahead and take a look at your number two.
All right. Number two is D'Angelo and the
Mm,
Vanguard.
nice,
Black Messiah.
nice, nice.
And we actually talked about this album on our show.
Hmm.
It was a wonderful discussion. But my one of my favorite songs of all time is on this album,
Mm,
and it is the last song on the album, and it is "Another Life," which is just one of
mm,
my very favorite songs of all time.
mm. Nice. Mm, okay. Did you see him live?
I have not seen D'Angelo live.
Oh, okay, okay.
That makes me sad in my soul.
There's still time.
So yeah, that makes me sad.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay, okay.
All right. And for the
And
grand finale, wait a minute. Before we get to the grand finale, how did you cheat on coming up with your five?
I'm about to cheat in a second.
Okay, because I'm like, wait a minute. Wait, did I miss something? Okay, okay. All right, here we go.
You on it?
Okay. All right, cool. Elise, for the grand finale, what do we have for number one?
All right, number one is a tie, but it's from the same artist.
Okay. Okay.
It is Connected
Mm,
and Leave It All Behind by the Foreign Exchange.
wow. Okay. That's impressive.
And
Okay.
But I originally was like, I'll do this one because this is what started it all off. But I was like, I have to talk about both.
Mm, mm, mm. Now, is that a signed copy I'm looking at?
Yes, I had Nicolay signed this was it last? No, this year.
Mm,
Earlier this year, Nicolay signed this. I went to his 20th anniversary of this album. He did a set and he signed it for me.
nice.
Yeah. But I had this for a while, but yeah, he
That's
signed
pretty
it.
awesome. Okay.
Yeah. And one reason these albums are very special to me are because I know them,
Mm,
in
mm,
real life. And
okay.
so, like for a lot of years.
Mm,
So, it's just really special. It's, Fonte, hometown hero, I know the people that played and
mm,
went to college with like everybody. So it's extra special.
mm,
But even had it not been for that connection, haha, connected, this was such a like culture reset, like
mm,
for me. Like when this came out and it was just a sound that I had been craving, that I wasn't getting in R&B. Um, and just they just are they take such care with the music. It's nothing put out there by accident. They don't have no filler on their
mm,
album.
mm.
Like it's cohesive. It just feeds my soul. So
Yeah.
I love these albums.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. All right, cool. So at
Mhm.
least I want
Oh,
to thank you so. Oh, I'm sorry. Go
okay.
ahead. Were you about to say? I'm sorry.
Sorry, I
No, no,
talk a
go ahead.
lot.
Go ahead.
But um, favorite on Connected, happiness. Favorite on Leave It All Behind is uh, If She Breaks Your Heart, which is a Stevie Wonder cover that was on
Mm,
the Jungle Fever soundtrack. And it's
mm,
one of my favorite covers of all time. So,
mm. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. All right, cool. Elise, I want to thank you so much for sharing your top 5.1 with me. That's
wait,
awesome.
wait.
Right, right, right. Again, can you let the people know where they can find you, what you have going on?
Yes, you can find me at rnbreps.com or naturallyelise.com or either of those things on, I think we on Instagram, Twitter, but I think we're on everything.
Mm, mm,
And you can find us there and check out our show on YouTube. Just search R&B Reps or the R&B Representers and subscribe and
yeah,
come join our little family, become one of our cousins.
right.
And yeah, hope to see you there.
Of course. I'm gonna put your information at the bottom of the screen so they can find it also. Of course, of course. It's been fun. We'll talk soon.
All right, peace.
Have a good one.